Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better. Who do it better? Get top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host that do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show. We got to dive into the Angel Reese pregame interview before the Brazil and Sky took place. Okay, and she's going to talk about her life outside of basketball and everything like that. So let's dive right on into it. The full clip of this is 14 minutes. I'm only going to play about 2 minutes of it. I'm going to play the first 3 minutes of it, of this, what I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to go back and we'll break it down. So let's check it out.
A lot of great veterans, a lot of great coaches, and I think we'll shock a lot of people.
Angel, you mentioned your brand. How does moving to LSU help you develop that businesswoman side of Angel Reese? And the second question, how do you feel like your, besides the championship, what do you think is your biggest impact in LSU culture?
Okay, for the first question, I had a lot of followers. I came to LSU with 79K followers when I came here. Like I said, the viral shoe block was when it kind of went crazy. And then when I did the TikTok dance, so everything at LSU kind of goes viral. I think having a platform where they kind of put you out there. We also had a teammate, Flage. She was already had 1 million followers, so it kind of that also helps too. So they help you build your brand here. They have something here called NILSU, and they really put you out there and help you benefit your brand. Because I think a lot of people don't understand that basketball does stop. I have a life outside of basketball, and we all should. I mean, I die, and I wouldn't be sane if I didn't have a life outside this.
You die, huh?
Stuff. So just being able to build that brand was amazing for me, and now I think I'm almost at 5 million. So it's just been growing since then. Your second question, probably the most memorable thing is that national championship. Coming here, I just told Kim Mulkey I just wanted to be better, and I wanted to get ready for the next level. And we didn't have the top talent. We didn't have a lot of 5 stars. We had a couple players that were known and a couple players that people expected to do things, but we had a lot of other great players with Asia, Jasmine, Alexis Morris. We had a lot of great players that came in and just played their role. Every national championship team isn't about having the best players. It's always about being able to come together and just have a well-oiled machine. I think that's just something I'll always remember. That was just my legacy here, and that's something I'll never forget.
All right. So, yeah, few things. From the beginning, first about her brand. I came here with 79,000. She acted like she couldn't remember. I came to LSU with 79K followers. Okay, and then I had Flage, who already had 1 million, and so that helped. But LSU had the NILSU such and such, so everything go viral at LSU, and she has built it up to now 5 million, right? And she would die if she didn't have a life outside of basketball. Like, basketball will stop. What are you talking about? Basketball just started for you. You was a rookie just last year, and you're already talking about one day basketball will stop, and if you don't have a life outside of basketball, you would die. You would go insane. Listen, lady, everybody has a life outside of basketball. Everybody got a mama, a daddy, a grandmama, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, friends, kinfolks, all of that type of stuff, right? That they do things with outside of basketball when they're not playing basketball. Everybody does some kind of going out to eat, some kind of functions, events, so on and so forth. So you talk about if I didn't have a life outside of basketball. Now, your life and the reason why you have the life that you have right now is because of basketball. So you trying to establish a life in your first year in the WNBA outside of basketball. You're trying to get all these brands and all these brand deals to go your life outside of basketball is really taking you away from the very thing that got you the brand deals. The very thing that got you the 79K followers
now up to 5 million. Well, it really ain't basketball. That's why you talk like this. So now let's talk about that, because all them 5 million, you got 5 million followers, but yet you can't get 100,000 people to watch your game for real. When you on TV, you can't get more than 15, 16,000 people to show up and watch you play. Shouldn't that tell you something? That, yeah, obviously you building a brand outside of basketball, because your fans ain't about basketball. They don't care about you doing this. It's more of what you be posting, how you be posting. Now, again, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. She has buttoned up the, I should say cover up. She's covered up all her assets. I haven't seen her wear something skimpy and hoish in a very long time. Since Charleston White said she wanted to be an OnlyFans model. When Charleston White called her out and said she don't really want to play basketball, she want to do escort services, she has not really worn nothing that would have people talking like that anymore. So hats off to her for that. But her whole attitude about a lot of things, especially about basketball and her brand outside of basketball, it comes off wrong. You should be talking about basketball and how basketball sets your brand up for off the court, to where you can become successful off the court as well. So everything is basketball. You should be saying, a person who loves this game and appreciates everything that's coming towards them because of this game, they don't talk like that. Like Caitlin Clark, you're never going to hear her talk like that. Paige Buckers, you might not hear. Even damn near Asia Wilson. Like, basketball players think about basketball and live, breathe, eat, sleep, poop basketball. On the court, off the court, that you're still a basketball player. You will be known. If you're a professional, you most likely are known for basketball. Now, all the other stuff is all the other stuff. Last time that I checked, Michael Jordan had a life outside of basketball, but it was basketball. His shoes and everything was selling, all his merchandise that was selling, it was because of the player he was from basketball. So it's not you building a brand, or you doing some type of business venture like construction or real estate. You got all kind of buildings and hotels that you building up. You talking about TikTok, and you talking about Instagram and Twitter. That's your business. Your life outside of basketball is social media. And then she tried to go into the I want to leave a legacy, or I left a legacy here, and I just wanted to get better and get ready for the WNBA. But then go and say we won championships. We didn't even have a lot of the top players. We didn't have a lot of 5 stars and all that. Girl, if you don't knock it off, you had yourself, who was a first round, Morrow, who just got picked. I might have said her name wrong. I don't know her first name. Morrow, who was first round pick. Was she top 5? Let me know in the chat. Was she top 5? You got Morrow, who was first round pick. Flau'jae is going to be probably the number 1 pick, definitely top 3. So right there, you can only play 5 players at a time. So 3 players in your starting lineup, first round draft picks. What are you talking about? You didn't have a team full of this, that, and the other. More than half your starting lineup is first round draft picks. What are you talking about? And y'all can let me know the other players that she had that was 5-star. I don't know the full roster. I just know, yeah, you had players, especially compared, because I know what you tried to do. Because a lot of the talk being Caitlin Clark didn't have 5-star recruits, 4-star recruits on Iowa, so that's why they didn't win a championship. So what she just did was she tried to say, we didn't either. How many of Caitlin Clark's teammates got picked first round in the WNBA? How many? Please let me know in the chat. How many of Caitlin Clark's teammates top 5 pick? top 3 pick. And you had Haley Van Lith that just got drafted, who was on your team as well. She went on the championship team, but she helped get y'all to what, the Elite 8 or Sweet 16? What did y'all get smacked? Let me know in the chat when they got smacked with Haley Van Lith on the team and Caitlin Clark them sent them packing. Okay? But yeah, it's another first rounder. And then you have the all-time great coach in Coach Kim Mulkey. So don't sit here and try to poo-poo on the team that you had, because it's clear to everyone, Iowa, Caitlin Clark definitely didn't have no first-round picks on her team with her. She had a bunch of doctors and lawyers, physicians that she was hooping with. No shade to my Iowa girls. I love all of y'all. Gabby Marshall, all that. Go do your doctorate. But again, man, the narcissistics on this girl, the entitlement, the fact that she thinks she's something she's not, and on top of, you don't really take basketball seriously. And we clearly see that, like you just said. You would die. You would go insane if you didn't have your podcast and your TikTok followers and your Instagram posters and your Twitter. You wouldn't know what to do. That's your life. Everybody has to have a life. Yeah, not a social media life. You're not a real businesswoman. Stop it. It's the Pope, man. Peace and love. I'm out.